Hey YouTubers and YouTubies! My name is Matej and today I'm making a review about the shoe called Star RunAmoc Dash with Bullhide Sole. I really wanted to make this review because since I bought this shoe, this is the best pair of shoes that I've ever owned. It is so because of its unique design and really lots of love that is put in producing these shoes. The company that produces these shoes is called Softstar, and the employees call themselves the elves. They do it for the right reason because these shoes are magical. They are they're made of thin leather, and that makes the shoes very breathable. In all other shoes, my feet sweat a lot and the shoes get stinky very fast. And these shoes, I just can't get to smell bad. So I'm really surprised um, by this design of these shoes that completely changed this whole aspect of me thinking, oh no, now I have to take my shoes off in somebody's apartment. I hope my feet don't smell. When I was first meeting my girlfriend's parents, I was really scared because I thought my feet would smell. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't wash my shoes or my feet, but other shoes would just get really smelly because I have white feet and then my feet are cramped up in the shoe and then it's too hot and stinging. But in these shoes, I have all the freedom I want. Before discovering these shoes, I wore 5 fingers and I started wearing them exclusively for 3 months. People were thinking I'm weird, asking me all kinds of questions on the streets, but the 5 fingers were the only shoes in which I could enjoy this freedom of toe movement, of my feet not being cramped up. And then I discovered the Star RunAmoc. And I was really happy because these shoes look more or less normal, actually a little bit classy, and they still give me the freedom that the 5 fingers offer, and they're way more durable. So the Star RunAmoc Dash is a minimalist shoe. It is very flexible. You can roll it up in a ball in all ways. Then it's very stretchy. It's really interesting how the leather molds to your feet. In Softstar they have a slogan which says that the shoe should mold to your feet, not the other way around, which is really cool and really great for my feet. So the shoes are very stretchy. They have a wide toe box. You can actually choose some variations like a narrower toe box, regular width, or wide width. I always choose wide width because my feet are wide and it really pays off. Yeah, the sole is very thin. There are 3 variations of the soles. If you want to find out more about that, go to their website. I won't talk about that, but the feel is exactly the same like in the thinnest model of the Vibram 5 fingers in either the Bullhide Sole or the 2mm Vibram rubber. If you choose to take one of those two as the sole of your shoe. So yeah, they have all the characteristics of a minimal shoe, plus being very breathable, so you can even wear them without socks, and they won't get stinky. I've never heard of any other minimalist shoes that you can wear without socks and that they don't have to be washed regularly and that they don't get stinky. And I just want to say that the Star RunAmoc is much more flexible than any other minimalist shoe I've ever seen. So you can really, when climbing a mountain or something, you can really dig your toes in all the small holes. I wanted to test this shoe, how well it performs with regards to durability and some weather conditions. So I first started using them for parkour and free running. So I have a leather Bullhide sole instead of a rubber sole on my RunAmoc Dash, and it is said that this sole is more slippery, which is true, especially in some wet conditions when you walk on a specific type of marble. Then it can be slippery. I live in Berlin at the moment, and when walking through the main street, only when walking through the main street, there's this specific type of marble which makes my feet slip a lot. But in all other areas of Berlin, I never slip more than with the regular rubber soles. Yeah, sorry, I drifted a little bit. So when using them for parkour, I can balance on thin, wet rails, and it's a little bit more slippery than the rubber sole, but I can still do it perfectly well. And I can do wall runs, jumps, all kinds of things, and I never fell, I never slipped, and the shoes never ripped off, unlike Vibram 5 Fingers. So the shoes are extremely durable, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so that's about using them for sport. Then I took them to skiing in Austria above 2000 meters in Alps, and there it was under -7 degrees Celsius. The weather conditions were all kinds, so snowy pavement, slushy, icy, lots of ice sometimes. There was even some hailstorms and stuff. I wore these shoes exclusively. I didn't bring my big winter boots, which made my trip much more easy. I didn't have to carry them in my backpack or walk on them all day on my feet, which would make my feet feeling like they're on fire and stinging. I only wear the Star RunAmoc Dash at -7 sorry, degrees Celsius. My feet never got cold. The shoes would sometimes get a little bit wet from the bottom, where I would press with my toes most, but it's a leather sole, so I think it's perfectly normal. I never expected them to be waterproof. If you chose a rubber sole, maybe this wouldn't happen. I had better traction on ice and snow than my friend with big winter boots with strong rubber, specialized and carved out for winter conditions. So it was really funny. He was slipping on ice while I was walking normally on ice, probably because the leather sole is more softer than the rubber sole. So in the end, I was able to use these shoes both for some stronger sport disciplines, which maybe take more toll on your shoes, and then I could use them above 2000 meters on -7 and still get away with it, and because of them I actually had a very pleasant trip. So I think these shoes can be used for all kinds of activities. They can be an all-around shoe. They don't get smelly. You can take them on your travels and don't worry about people running from you because your feet smell really bad or something like that. So this really makes them a great shoe. And the customer service of the Softstar, the elves, they are really helpful, very nice, and I'm definitely going to, all the shoes that I'm going to purchase from now on are probably going to be from Softstar because this shoe satisfies all my needs. Thanks for watching this. If the review was helpful to you, then you can check my other reviews, which I'll be putting on my channel about some other shoes that I bought before the Softstar RunAmoc Dash. And yeah, thanks.